than a minute to go in the third quarter. 7-3 in favor of the Seahawks.
They're really coming up with the type of plays and the type of success they need when they need it.
They line up slot right, and they go after the middle of the football, and Ron back follows his offensive line for about 6 yards.
Again, we have to say something about momentum here. Seems like, South Lakes has controlled the momentum of the game throughout the whole game, but it really seems to be affecting them in a positive way now.
Second down and a long 4. Seahawks at the 30 of Madison. Handoff is again, I think that was back. Didn't get any yardage at all, as the quarter is going to end right there. We'll play back with the fourth quarter for you. After 3 quarters, the score is Southlake 7, Madison 3. We'll be back right after this break. Fourth quarter of play coming up. This ought to be a ding-dong 12 minutes, Alan.
This is going to be the most important part of the football game for particularly South Lakes.
Third down and about 3 to go. South Lakes, they had the football at the 30 of Madison. Actually, it's about 3.5.
Chuck, I think a score here by South Lakes of any kind, field goal or touchdown, could put a lot of pressure on this Madison team.
We'll see if they keep it on the ground or they throw. Norris Davis wide right. Back to throw, looking to the right. Davis has the first down, makes a fake, and carries the ball to about the 20-yard line. Norris Davis, one-on-one, picks up the 1st and 10 for the South Lake Seahawks.
When you need a big play, Chuck, you always go to your big play man. And for South Lake, Norris Davis is that man.
Looks like about the 16, Alan. First down and 10, South Lakes at the Madison 16-yard line.
I think you'll see Coach Sekiel's playing a little conservative right now and go straight at him with his running backs back and Butler.
Seneca and Davis wide left in the slot formation, and now we have a flag down. And let's see what happens. It looked like Madison came too soon.
When you see a flag like that, usually who's ever guilty lined up offside.
So that's a cheap 5 yards.
That's a cheap 5 yards, but a 5 yards that hurt Madison. Put South Lakes 5 yards closer to pay dirt.
Just about the 11-yard line. They'll be second down and first down now and 5. Now they can play around a little bit. They've got a free down in all honesty.
This is an important series. South Lakes needs a score here.
Seneca and Davis again wide to the left. That's the same formation. And they run right with Butler. Butler inside the 10 at about the 8. We'll take a look at the same thing we saw from the top down below, and you're going to see some ferocious line play on both sides. That's where the games are won and lost, down the trenches. That's Pettibone, 55 on top of him. Second down and a couple. Football inside the 10 at about the 8.5. South Lakes leading 7-3 and threatening. That is Butler again. Does not have the first down, I don't think. Pettibone right there in the middle of the play along with 21, and that's Steve Richborn.
Good play up front. Good play up front by the Madison front line.
Yeah, they had good surge that time. It'll be third down and about a yard. Maybe a yard and a half. I think I would fake the dive and throw the ball. It may be crazy, but we'll see what happens.
That's kind of risky at this point in the game. You do have 2 downs.
Yeah, you're right. Third and about a yard and a half. Ritchie rolls, hands, loses the football, picks it up on the bounce, and loses about a yard. South Lake's got a very lucky bounce of that football.
A very lucky bounce, but they'll have a tougher time now.
So here is a fourth down now.
And they'll go for the field goal.
It'll be about a 16, 17-yard line, so that'd be a 26-yard kick. Pretz has already missed one, but he came very close to that one. A 40-yarder. It was right up the middle, but a little short. This is a big play.
Has a difficult angle to work with this time, Chuck.
Yeah. Quarterback, remember, is the holder. Ritchie, good pass from center. Kick is up, and the kick is... Yes, it's good. Bill Kratzer with a big field goal.
Kratzer could be the hero of this game, Chuck.
9:22 to go in the game. 10-3 in favor of South Lakes.
South Lakes is really putting on a show for their hometown people, and the way it seems, they're all enjoying it. It's a great exhibition, great display of football by South Lakes.
That's a big 3 points, because now it forces Madison, if they do score, to decide to go for a tie or a win. It puts the pressure of that decision on them.
Well, like I said, any points at that point in the game was definitely in South Lakes' favor and put more pressure on Madison.
Well, obviously, you would have much rather seen a touchdown at that point, but we'll take 3 over none. That is Jay Lodge to kick off with 9:22 to go in the football game. Basil is deep on the far side. On the near side is 26 Colbert. And that's Colbert at about the 10, 11-yard line, because right up the middle with it. Big hole, and he gets hit. And almost breaks away at the 35. Boy, he almost broke that one, Alan. Todd Schuler was the man who hit him head on, and he almost spun away, but Schuler managed to hang on to him. There's a flag down. Let's see what this is about. An illegal block against Madison? No, against South Lakes. Oh, boy. That's going to cost them some yardage. Illegal. That's a really interesting call on the kicking team.
Untimely penalty for South Lakes. It's going to give Madison decent field position and an important drive.
It's 10-3 South Lakes. They've led the whole football game. But Madison has moved the football up and down, but just hasn't been able to do anything with it, except for the 3 points field goal. But here's a big penalty against South Lakes. A 15-yarder for an illegal block, and that's an interesting call against the kicking team, a below-the-knees block.
It's going to give Madison a 1st and 10 on a 50-yard line.
Well, that's not very far to go for a touchdown, 50 yards.
That's not very far.
South Lakes needs a big defensive effort right here.
The defense has been the team that's been coming up with the big plays for South Lakes.
Wide receivers, one to each side, Riley and Griner. And an eye backfield behind Heck, the quarterback, an All-America. He's going to throw the football right over the middle. It's incomplete. He got drilled.
Great play by the front line, South Lakes. Good rush.
Mark Waddington was the man, I think, who hit him about the time he threw the football.
They read pass all the way.
And so it's 2nd down and 10. 8:48 is the time left. We'll keep you up to date very, very close. Well, this is the kind of game you'd hope for, isn't it, Alan?
It is the kind of game you hope for. And South Lakes is really playing a smart heads-up football game.
Same formation. And a quick pitch to Basil, right side. Has about 8. Flag down. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. He's got about 5 yards. I thought I saw a clip early, but then the flag came late.
South Lakes is clapping.
We'll see what it's about. Against Madison.
And that's going to be a herder. That's going to
That's Riley coming from right to left. And Hecht gives the football that little reverse, and Basil gets away, and then he gets hit one-on-one, loses the football.
I think he was down.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he is. I think you're right. Was that Eric Tate that hit him?
I think that was Eric Tate.
What a great hit on Doc Basil. The ball was coughed up, but officials ruled he was down. And so it brings up 3rd down. They pick up on the play about, I would say about 8.
Another big play by South Lakes. Had Eric Tate not made that tackle, then Basil would have had running room.
Oh, Basil has a lot of room ahead of him. 3rd down at about 16 for the Warhawks. Griner left, Hunter Wiley right. split the backs. Heck pitch. Here comes that halfback pass again. And it's nobody there. Schultz unloaded the ball, and the closest man to it was Southlake's Brown.
I think you see a Madison team that's grabbing for straws now, Chuck. They've been playing an uncharacteristic game all night, and I've tried quite so many tricks. But then, of course, Chuck Sale is known as the man of the time when it would be nice for South Lakes to go on a long, sustained drive. They can chew out the yardage and get first downs and possibly score. They'd be in good shape.
10-3 is the score. South Lakes, there you see it. That's the whole story of the game right there. Football at the South Lake 17-yard line in their own territory. David Ritchie brings him up and hands off, and that's Butler. And he gets very little yardage, maybe one if he was lucky. You have to be careful now, Alan, don't you, that you don't get too conservative.
Well, I would say you would have to be careful.
Well, that's a lot of time. 7 minutes exactly.
But you can't really afford to come out throwing in the area of the field in which South Lakes is in now. You don't want to risk a big interception that could possibly turn the tide of the game for you.
Davis is the wide receiver to this side. I think Jake Seneca to the far side. As quarterback Ritchie goes to throw. They're throwing that bomb again. This time Norris can't outrun the football.
Got a flag
down. I think South Lakes might have jumped too soon. That's basically the play they scored the touchdown on.
That's the same play. I think he was just a bit out front of Norris that time.
Illegal procedure. Mr. Coleman is the referee. Signals against South Lakes.
It was good coverage on that play by Madison.
Ed says that Madison should take the play. Alan, what do you think?
I think I would take the play.
And they take the play. So it'll be third down for the Seahawks. They have about 9 to go for a first down. Football at their own 17, 18-yard line.
And it was hard to say in this situation what I would do, whether I would pass or run. I think it's almost, you have to pass almost.
3 wide receivers out for South Lakes this time. And they run the draw, and Ron back steps away from a couple and does not get the first down, but he got him out to about the 24-yard line.
Gutsy call by Coach Sekios on that play.
That looked like about the same play that he broke in the first quarter. Remember, Alan? They called back on the clip.
Just a little delay, and it went, for a few good yards. He almost turned that into a big play.
Norris Davis needs a big kick right here. Colbert is deep. And it looked like also deep is McNamara. And we got an injured South Lakes player right there. You got the camera on him. I can't.
That's Ron Back.
Is that Back who just carried the football?
That's Back.
Looks like it might be a ribs.
Looks like ribs. That could leave him sidelined, and I don't know who South Lakes would go to.
I was just going to say, who do you put in next? They're really running out of people to carry the football.
Well, Willie Page is not dressed out tonight, so I don't know who they would go to in this situation.
6 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and what has been the kind of football game we hoped it would be is 10-3 South Lakes, and Norris Davis will kick. Line of scrimmage is the 24. He really needs to hit one here.
He needs a big one.
High pass center, end over end kick. That's McNamara with the football, and he spins away, almost broke it, gets it out to about the 45 or so.
Again, good field position for Madison.
Took it at the 40. So the kick is about 36 yards.
It'll be interesting to see whether they can avoid the penalty.
Madison's their own 45.
Madison seems to be having problems with penalties tonight. That's really killed a lot of their drives.
Yeah, they had a clip last time that killed them. Officials take time out. Looks like another. Well, we find that out. We'll let you listen.